Xbox Series X, new enhancements coming soon. First look at Microsoft's xCloud for the web, new game information, and more. Let's get into it. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Major Ben video, and god damn do we have some interesting topics to discuss today. But I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for all the support on my previous videos. I really do appreciate it. You guys have absolutely smashed it on giving me some awesome feedback, viewing my videos in the first place, and just helping me out. So thank you so much for that. We're actually going to start off today by discussing some new Series S and X enhancements that will be coming in the near future. This information will change the way we use the boxes and the way the software is actually utilized. And when I say the way we change the boxes, I don't mean using this flipping box as a military weapon like good old Phil Spencer is doing in this image right here, but enhancements to quick resume features and also features in backwards compatibility mode will change the way we use this in the future. So Jason Ronald actually made an appearance on the Major Nelson podcast, and he had this to say.
One area that we really focused on was at launch, we had to disable quick resume on some titles in the launch window. Yeah. The team's been working really hard to be able to re-enable those titles so that people are getting that great quick resume experience on all the titles that people are playing. And other areas, like we've seen reports of things like controller disconnects as an example. That's another area that the team's really been investing in to make sure that, you know, you're just getting that best-in-class experience on the Xbox Series X and Series S. And then other areas that we're really focused on as we think about the console experiences, we've listened to the feedback about improvements to broadcasting as an example. Another thing is the sharing experience and the quality of things like game DVR. And then I mentioned earlier about enabling quick resume for even more titles since launch. We've also seen the feedback about people want more understanding of how quick resume works and more control over the experience. So these are all areas that are really high priorities for us as we're looking at future updates over the coming months. And you'll be able to start seeing some of these experiences in the insider rings really soon. As a team, we're just really excited by this initial response from fans all around the world. And, you know, at launch, we say it all the time internally, this is really just the beginning. You know, we've got a lot of really exciting things that are coming down the pipeline over the coming months and over the coming years. We're also partnering really closely with key game developers from all across the industry to really take full advantage of all the next-gen capabilities that we put in the Xbox Series X and Series S. And we really are excited as we get further into the year and closer to this holiday to start sharing more of the details about what's in development and how you can really take advantage of these next-gen platforms.
So he speaks on various different things that are planned, like more games utilizing the quick resume feature, improvements to broadcasting and sharing experiences in game DVR. This is a huge one for me. I like to show my gameplay in some videos, and the capturing sometimes doesn't come out exactly as expected. On top of this, they have a high priority in giving people more understanding in how the quick resume works and more control over this experience. Even discussing on the podcast more minor things like the problems with the disconnections on the Xbox Series X and S controller. I just want to say before discussing this that it is absolutely awesome the way Xbox are handling issues like this. I don't think I've ever seen a company like this be so transparent with the community, and this is something they just must keep doing. It's the best way forward for us consumers to get the best feedback to Xbox for them to fix any things that we want changed. The things here that Jason has talked about are things we expect to see rolled out to us consumers in the coming months. But there are other relevant things here and more important updates to come. An update that Jason Ronald himself has actually talked about before the release of the Xbox Series S and X. So they have this feature in backwards compatibility mode where they can potentially double frame rates in certain games throughout their back compat features. Just imagine, but going back and playing through games that you used to be in 30 FPS on the Xbox One X and replaying them at higher frame rates and even higher resolutions in some cases. Like I've been checking out recently Fallout 4 on the Series X with the mod, which unfortunately makes you lose the achievement support, but you get a full 60 FPS mode on it, and it is just fantastic. We would get this kind of feature rolled out on various titles that are usually at 30 FPS and boosted up to 60 and in some cases potentially even 120 frames per second. Like, just imagine all the games we'll be able to go back and replay and have such a better experience, especially right now when there's not a lot coming out in the gaming scene and we're kind of, you know, just replaying some titles that have been upgraded for Xbox Series X and S, but we'll get more old titles, improved frame rates, and improved other graphical settings. This would be such a significant feature for Microsoft to have over PlayStation. Like, this is even more things that they would have. Like, I know PlayStation won the whole Blu-ray player thing, you know, because everyone still uses one of those, but this is an actual gaming related feature that people will use on a daily basis. So all these upgrades are really significant improvements to the hardware and software, and they're things to come very, very soon. And I just, again, let's appreciate how transparent Microsoft is being with us here. This is just such good news, and I hope they keep this up. So going on to the next topic here today, guys, we have a first look at an image of the xCloud web-based application. So this is where you're going to actually be playing the xCloud, whether you're on your Google Chrome or whatever, at your work, during your lunch break, or you're at home, you just want to play some xCloud. So this is a really big step. So The Verge has had sources that say the employees are now testing the web version of xCloud ahead of the public review. This means you can open up any browser, log into Game Pass, and just stream your games. I mean, obviously you need a relatively good internet connection and a controller with you, but other than that, you are good to go. This is just fantastic news, and Xbox is really going the right way here with the whole play everywhere attitude, and kind of even taking on Nintendo a bit here with their fact that they can just take games like Witcher 3 on the go. You know, with Xbox now, you can take these games, you know, with you wherever you are, providing you have your internet connection. That's the only difference, and you can take them on the go. So this is really, really good. So much like how xCloud currently works on Android tablets and phones, the web version includes a simple launcher with recommendations for games, the ability to resume recently played titles, and access to all the cloud games available through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Once you launch a game, it will run full screen, and you'll need a controller to play Xbox games streamed through the browser. So it's not clear what resolution yet these games will actually be running at, but at this time, but I can 100% tell you right now, it is not going to be 4K due to them using Xbox One S's for the servers when they do the streaming service. So definitely not 4K ready. And also, this will just start out on Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge, with future updates to bring this to other browsers like Safari and maybe Firefox. Who actually uses Firefox? And if so, why? I don't get why people use that. Anyway, one of the big pushes to get this done is so that iOS and iPadOS users will be able to use this to stream to their devices, as Apple are being really awkward at the moment, guys. I mean, literally, they have asked Microsoft if they want the xCloud app on iPhones and iPads, they have to review every single game that goes onto the platform before it's released to the public, which is absolutely insane amounts of work and just ridiculous. But this is really good news that you're going to be able to play now on your Chrome app on your iPad or iPhone, and you can literally just stream it through that, and it's going to bring so many more people to Xbox's platform. This should also be coming in the future to TVs as well. So if you go out and buy your brand new LG C1 or whatever it is this year, in the future you may get an update, or you may get it with the TV where you've got the Xbox Game Pass app on there, and you literally just download that on the TV and you can stream your games without having to own a Series X or S. At the end of the day, the best thing with Microsoft is they don't care whether you play on PC, Xbox, TV, or phone, or even browsers anymore. They are all classed as an Xbox platform. All the money goes to Microsoft in the end of the day. They don't care where you play as long as it's through their platform, and that is a fantastic way to be. But anyway, some potentially awesome game news for you guys, depending on whether you like Forza, Starfield, or Dying Light. This is all a bit of news here. I mean, there's got to be something in here for you. So yeah, let's go through this. Now, not all of this here is good news. So earlier on in the week, there was some news about Dying Light developer Techland potentially having that exclusive title to Microsoft, but I can safely say this isn't happening so far. It's completely pushed under the rug. The community manager has since come out and said that he is receiving a lot of DMs about Dying Light and its potential exclusivity with Microsoft, but has said that this is not the case, and Techland is an independent studio and it was not acquired by another publisher. At least for now anyway. You know, give it a few months and they'll get offered a few billion from Microsoft in a back alleyway somewhere, and they'll still come to the dark side, you know? Just kidding though. But yeah, don't, before you guys go and clip that and then post it on Twitter and start saying, oh, Ben said this, he's incorrect. That it was a joke, okay? Chill. There is a small rumor around Starfield here as well, guys. You know that Bethesda game that was announced like back in 2018 that we've heard nothing more of? Well, it's actually been said that it could launch as soon as this year. I mean, take this with a truck full of salt at this point, because this is just a rumor, guys. But Bethesda do have the tendency to announce a new gameplay trailer, and then like 2 weeks later they say, oh yeah, the game's out, by the way, guys, go and check it out. Like, they do that all the time. They stealth drop this stuff, well, not stealth drop, but they drop it very soon after giving a little bit of information. So you never know, E3 we could get the trailers or new things coming, and then a couple of weeks time we may actually get the full launch of the game. So you never know. Keep an eye out, or maybe just subscribe and you'll hear it through me. You know, news videos every Monday and Friday, so make sure you subscribe with the bell icon, and you'll hear all the latest stuff. So best way to get it, guys. This last one, we've got another truck of salt case here, because I pretty much think this is a theory. I don't believe this at all, but it's kind of theories that are blended in with multiple different rumors. But this actual photo I'm going to show you is probably not real, but let's just get into it, okay? So the alleged Forza Horizon 5 Tokyo-based map may have been leaked. I don't think that's true. I mean, I've seen a lot of rumors saying it will be based in Tokyo, and I understand why, but I mean, this is apparently the map that you'll see on screen, or would have seen on screen already, that could be the Forza Horizon 5 based map. Now, I actually agree with the location. I think they will go for somewhere like Tokyo, because you've got all those neon lights with, imagine the rain with the puddles, the neon lights reflecting. This will be the perfect showcase with the gorgeous like ray tracing effects. It will be the perfect showcase for Series X hardware. Like, that is insane. But I don't know. I mean, I think it will be based somewhere like Tokyo, something like that kind of style, but I don't think this map is accurate by any means at all. But I thought I'd throw it in just to keep you guys updated. But I must admit, I will miss, as a UK person, I will miss it being set in this country, because it's been really awesome to like recognize locations and see things and see places like that are actually in my country. So that's been really nice. It's not very often we get a UK based game, to be honest. Like, none of the GTAs or anything like that, and I think the only game we've had is Watch Dogs Legion, which was really good, and I enjoyed that being in London and seeing locations. So hopefully we get some more along those lines. But guys, we've got some Sony news here today. See, I'm not biased by any means. See, Sony news. But I mean, yeah, it is a little bit negative, not gonna lie, but that's not my fault. That's just what's going on right now. So I'm gonna talk about it. So I've covered it. So the first die shot of the SoC has now been posted, as you can see on screen right now, and it's very, very abundantly clear that this chip is missing infinity cache. Okay, guys, so that is a big feature, like literally a big feature. Tons of people were saying this is a full RDNA 2 chip, or even 3. Some people were saying, you know, they were just throwing things like, oh, it's just, you know, it's RDNA 75 this time. Like, it's crazy what these people are saying. But this is a big feature, RDNA 2 powered feature, guys, that is basically what it is. It's an all new cache level of 128 megabytes, whose purpose is to enable higher bandwidth performance at lower power and low latency, acting as a bandwidth multiplier, delivering up to 3.25 times the effective bandwidth of 256-bit 16 GDDR6 memory. So it essentially speeds processors up while being very efficient. But in terms of real-world performance, this really does have an impact. So some tests have been ran on the RX 6800 XT against the RTX 3080, and in some cases it was actually beating it because of this feature, where it was normally drawing with it and very level performance between the two cards, but with this feature it was actually increased to 13% higher in some cases. So Forza Horizon 4 was a 13% increase. Gears of War 5 was an 8% increase in FPS. This is a game-changing feature that Sony's PS5 does not have. This is why it was very frustrating to see people claiming RDNA 765 features on the PS5, when it was just false. We all knew it, we all said it, a lot of people claim this, and it's just a load of rubbish. But we're on to the last topic here today, which is a new console with 746 teraflops and CPU that has so many gigahertz they're classed as terahertz. It is Huawei coming in with a new console rival. No, but seriously, there was actually a leak that Huawei is looking to dip their toes into the gaming market, and it is rumored to be a launch towards a specific gaming laptop this year, also followed by a potential gaming console later on down the line. Do I think this will happen? No, not at all. Do I think if it does happen that it will be a success? No. Okay, it won't. I think they will be stupid to try and get into the market of consoles when Sony and Microsoft have both got insanely powerful bits of kit, which they both take losses on every time they sell one, because they make their money back on their services. Now, Huawei tried to do a console. If they try to spec it as high as the PS5 and Series X, it will cost so much more, because they will not be able to take a loss on this system, because they don't have the services in gaming to back it up. So it'll be probably highly priced and probably less powerful than the current consoles, and they just don't have their foot in in this market. I personally think Huawei is just panicking because of the lack of Google services in their phone right now, and they're kind of dying out and becoming a little bit irrelevant, and they're now grasping at straws to find another market to go into. So I don't think that's going to happen. I wanted to report on it because it's kind of a funny little ending story. But yeah, this isn't going to happen, guys, so don't read into it too much. We'll see. The laptop thing probably will be true. They'll probably work on a gaming laptop or something, which is still cool, providing it does actually do something better, because I feel like every single company right now is making a gaming laptop. But anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this content. And yeah, I bring new videos out every single Monday and every single Friday at 6 p.m. that is in the UK time, GMT. So thank you guys, I really appreciate everything, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.